Okay guys, we got our beaver taken care of here. We're gonna reset this. What I've done is I got my quick link here, like I showed you the other day. Put a quick link on the end of a nice pogo cable stake or an easy stake. That way I can just hook my snare off and on off there. We're gonna slick this back up good. I'm just gonna use my boot right now. Slick that back up good. I'm taking another snare. I'm using my economies here. One question that got asked me by a guy yesterday, he noticed that the snares aren't a perfectly round loop. Mine aren't a perfectly round loop. I know some guys say when you load a snare, you should have an absolutely perfect round loop, and I don't know if I agree with that. Certain animals, an oval-shaped loop, it seems like it's more of an advantage for how they carry themselves. I think beaver are one of those animals. You see that loop, and you can see it against my shirt here. It's kind of a egg-shaped, almost an oval shape. I think that's a more advantageous shape of a loop for an animal that carries itself like a beaver. They're a short, wide animal. This really helped me get a lot of these good catches. I mean, this beaver we caught today, perfectly neck snare. And that's how you want to do it. Usually, generally, I mean, very few of the ones I catch anymore they're all either neck snared or they got one leg through, you know, but they're either neck or high shoulder snared, all of them. That's how you want to catch them. Same way with your coon. If I were to be setting the same snare for coon, wherever I set it, good camouflage, right? I would set a smaller loop, about 6 inch, but also it's still that oval shape. Almost got a little bit of a flat spot at the bottom. That's a very inviting spot for them to come across and hit, okay? Same way with these beaver. I'm gonna make this loop. I measure with my hand. I'm 9 inches from the tip of my pinky to the tip of my thumb. So right there, I'm gonna get about a 10-inch loop. And that's how I'm gonna set that. It's kind of an oval shape. I'm gonna leave 3 inches below it. Leave it 3 inches high. A lot of guys, they want to set their beaver snare right down on the mud like that, and they're going to get a lot of knockdown snares. They're going to catch some beavers like that, but they're going to get a long ways through the snare before they get caught. If I leave that up 3 inches, just like that, I'm going to get a high percentage of neck and high shoulder catches. Okay? So what I'm going to do now, flip it on my quick link here, screw that shut, that way I don't have to move my stake. My 10-inch loop. Put it on my whammy there. Adjust my loop so it's... Always make sure you do that, guys. That loop, you don't want it hanging like this to the trail or like this. You want it 90 degrees to the trail. A little twist of that whammy right there gets my loop 90 degrees to the trail. That's where you want to have it. Stick a little stick in here for a little bit of extra added fencing. Take some of this grass, gonna brush this in like this. Get this beaver out of the way. And we got a very inviting trail coming up here now. Oh, we did before I put that grass on there. We have a very inviting trail coming up here now though. Any beaver coming across, they're gonna see where something's crawled out there. The beaver aren't hard to catch, especially in the springtime. If you show them where to go, you kind of funnel them, show them where you want them to go, give it some eye appeal with that slick mud on the bank, a good lure on top, and they're not hard to catch. What I'm going to do on this one here, I'm going to show you how sometimes I'll put a little bit of a bait stick in here. I've got some of these, they're just a mulberry branch. I trimmed off some mulberries in the ditch. I'll just trim them down like that, take a little handsaw, whiten it up like that, shove it in. Any beaver coming down there, they look up there, looks like something's been up there chewing, and they want to come check it out. Now we're going to take a little bit of our Little Sioux Special beaver lure. I like to apply it in a couple spots, and we're out of here. Pretty simple, pretty quick. I mean, honestly, for the time I spend making them, this is about the only set I use this spring anymore. Very simple, very straightforward. Give them some good eye appeal with the slide. Put a good snare in it and a little bit of caster lure at the top. Show them where you want them to go, and they'll go there. Thanks for watching.